What could end up being the largest migrant detention center in the country continues to take shape at Fort Bliss.
Yeah, tonight we're getting a look at activity near Fort Bliss, where the federal government is building that facility. Again, that could house as many as 5,000 detainees. KFOX 14 News at 9's Christian Andrade was there earlier.
Yeah, so I actually went to the migrant facility earlier today, or as close as they'd let me get, I should say, as security asked us kindly to turn around when we got to the road leading up to it. But we happened to spot plenty of construction trucks bringing materials in and out, and we also spotted a pair of white buses. KFOX 14 capturing the moment that a pair of white buses arrived at Fort Bliss, the site of what's expected to be the largest migrant detention facility in the country. Now, these are typically the buses that ICE uses to transport detainees, but we couldn't confirm who was inside. Congresswoman Veronica Escobar told us earlier this week the facility will soon begin housing up to 1,000 migrants, with plans to eventually expand to 5,000.
The United States has the largest immigration detention system already in the world. And with the passage of the Republican, what they call the One Big Beautiful Bill, that is going to go on steroids.
Congresswoman Escobar said migrants could start arriving at the Fort Bliss facility as early as today, even though construction isn't expected to be finished until 2027. Now, we contacted Immigration and Customs Enforcement to find out if migrants did in fact arrive to the facility, but we did not hear back in time for this report. Meantime, this all comes as the Trump administration ramps up its crackdown on illegal immigration with the signing of the One Big Beautiful Bill last month.
We just got the Big Beautiful Bill, which is going to put more boots on the ground. It's going to fund more detention beds.
Border Czar Tom Homan made the administration's focus clear.
President Trump, what he's doing different than President Biden, we're enforcing laws on the books enacted by Congress, what ICE is funded to do, and we're going to continue doing that. And look at the success. The most secure border in the history of this nation today.
Well, as I mentioned, the facility is expected to hold 1,000 detainees at the start, with plans to expand by 250 beds a week until it reaches maximum capacity. Reporting live from the studio, Christian Andrade, KFOX 14, News at 9.
All right, Christian, thank you. And as construction continues on that massive facility at Fort Bliss, in downtown El Paso, artists and advocates are building a very different vision of immigration.
Yeah, it's one that reflects not policy, but humanity. KFOX 14 News at 9's Vania Castillo takes a look at how art is telling stories on both sides of the border.
As migrants are taken into what will be the largest detention facility in the U.S., an art exhibit across town is honoring their humanity by asking a simple question. What would you pack if you had to leave home? Maletas Migrantes brings together artists from both sides of the border to show what migrants carry and what they leave behind.
So it gives us a space to think about this type of problem, humanize this issue.
In the shadow of razor wire and detention beds of Fort Bliss, El Paso is holding space for something softer, an art exhibit at the Mexican-American Cultural Center, and a border community reckoning with what it means to leave everything behind.
But we're very happy because today we're inaugurating this exhibit that it's called Maletas Migrantes, or Migrant Suitcases. And this is a collaboration that we have with the Museum of the Revolution in Ciudad Juarez.
The pieces are small, each one a suitcase, but the ideas they carry are anything but. Grief, pride, documentation, survival, all channeled through the eyes of El Paso and Juarez artists.
The people who move from place to place are human beings. These are the people who put food on your table. These are people who are really hardworking and are entrepreneurs, and they want to come here for a better life.
At the same time these artworks were being unveiled, work on a massive new detention center at Fort Bliss is underway and was accepting migrants. El Paso Congresswoman Veronica Escobar says it's expected to hold 5,000 people. It's being touted as the largest of its kind in the country.
Well, it's strange, right? Again, being a border town where migration was fluid, has always been rather fluid, and we've seen obviously it's a political area, the borders are always a political area, but we've seen the development of the border wall and I guess some people would say that it's, what's the word I'm looking for? militarization.
For artist Marco Sanchez, art is a documentation of the experiences of those who create it.
And yeah, I mean, as artists, I think we do have a responsibility to be political.
And while the art may not change policy, those inside hope it changes perception.
We have to adapt as a society and figure how to kind of push back against a lot of the stuff that's going on.
The exhibit opened today and will run until early October. Reporting from the studio, I'm Vania Castillo.